Hey everybody, Jeremy here, and I'm doing another one of these lunchtime vlog videos, and as usual, this time I'm going to be talking about Toys R Us. So a lot of you already know, it's common knowledge to everybody right now that Toys R Us is going out of business in the United States. And right now, they're going to be starting up some liquidation sales in the stores that were originally supposed to be safe, but now, of course, none of them are safe. So you'll have to go to your local store to see if they started doing those sales yet. If not, don't worry about it because they will be starting those eventually. And, try not to get too excited about it because when these sales first start off, you don't just go in there and start grabbing things at insane discounted prices. They start off small and then they ramp their way up. So you may see things for 5 to 10% off. And then as the weeks go on, they'll start to have even deeper discounts on things. And they usually don't include all of the best stuff. So it's not like you're going to go in there and get like a Xbox One X for like $200 or something. That's not going to happen. But as far as just like regular toys and stuff goes, you'll see them for a little bit of a discount. And if there's anything left by the time we get to week 3 and week 4 and beyond, then that's when they start really putting in the 50 and 60% discounts. But usually by then, a lot of the good stuff is gone. But, just be vigilant, and just head to those stores if you're looking to save a little bit of money. Now, speaking of saving, I came across this story this morning and I wanted to tell you guys about it because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. So, there is an ongoing effort to possibly save some or all of Toys R Us. And I took some notes here, and it's being spearheaded by the chief executive of MGA Entertainment. His name is Isaac Larian. And his company is known for producing the lines of Bratz and Little Tikes toys, both brands that you can find in Toys R Us. Now, he wants to try and save Toys R Us to some extent. So him and some other investors, and by the way, this guy, Isaac Larian, according to the LA Times, he has a net worth of $1 billion with a B dollars. All right, so just so you can get an idea of the type of wealth we're dealing with here for this story. So he and some other unnamed investors decided to get together and take $200 million of their money and kind of put it on the table. And now they're saying they want to crowd fund the remaining $800 million via GoFundMe campaign so that the public can put in their money along with the $200 million that they put in for a total of $1 billion to maybe make an offer to completely save Toys R Us in one way or another. So we have a guy whose worth has a net worth of $1 billion and other people whose net worth, I'm pretty sure, is also up there in the hundreds of millions of dollars, coming to the general public and saying, hey, we want you guys to put in all of your money collectively for the chance of us, the gazillion billionaires, to own Toys R Us and keep it open. So here's the problem with that. If you donate to this campaign, it says it right there on the GoFundMe page, that doesn't make you eligible or entitled to some type of equity share in Toys R Us. You're just doing this because you really want to see the company come back. You hate to see it go. So you're just going to throw some money at these multimillionaires so that maybe they will buy the company, and if that happens and the company makes a bunch of money, they'll continue to make a ton of money. But you, the public, who put in the majority of that money for them to buy the company and buy the brand and buy the license or whatever it is that they're trying to buy, you're not entitled to any of it. So you give up your money, and the only thing that you get is the fact that you get to be grateful that Toys R Us is still alive and kicking. It explicitly says on that page, you get nothing. You have no equity. You won't get any kind of benefit from that. You won't get your money back in any way, shape, or form. It works like any other crowdfunding campaign where you put in some money, and you know what they'll throw you? They'll throw you a bumper sticker, hashtag Save Toys R Us. They'll give you a pin. They'll give you a t-shirt, crap like that. They even have a tier if you want to donate like $10 million. And you get all those cool things like pins and buttons and stickers, and you'll get to have your name dedicated to a Toys R Us store and all this stuff. Basically, stuff that if you had $10 million to burn, you really wouldn't care about any of that stuff anyway. But I just thought that this was just so ridiculous and frankly insulting that someone who is a chief executive of a company that has $1 billion net worth would combine his money with other investors who have way more money than you and me and pretty much everyone you know will have in their entire lifetime and probably several generations to actually come to the public and say, hey, help us buy Toys R Us, and if you do, you get nothing. You just get to have Toys R Us back, where you get to go into the store, spend more money, and then we, meaning the millionaires, the billionaires, they get the money. You don't get anything. You help save it, but you don't get anything. Because you should be grateful that this wonderful, heroic, rich guy came along and got you what you really wanted. To save your nostalgia. This is stupid. This guy's net worth of $1 billion, and he has other people throwing in there, and they can only put down 200 million. Really. And it's up to us to raise the 800 million. Now, of course, you might be thinking, well, what if other, rich people wanted to come in and pull in on this? That's fine if that's what they want to do, but this is a crowdfunding campaign. This is meant for regular people to give in to this. Now, by the time that I checked this morning, it doesn't look like anyone had put any money in, and I sincerely hope that it stays that way, because this is sick. Completely sick. And when you consider all the thousands and thousands of jobs that are being lost as the result of Toys R Us going out of business, and then to approach the public and say, like, hey, this $800 million, I mean, if you're going to donate $800 million, I mean, and take that money and put it towards, let's make the educational system better. Let's fix some bridges and some roads and stuff. Let's put it towards some mental health or healthcare or drug treatment, mental health, anything. But to give it to these rich guys so that they can hopefully make Toys R Us, build it up again, and do whatever they want with it, and then you get nothing for it, nothing at all. They could do exactly what these private equity firms and whatnot did to Toys R Us and murdered it. They could try to do that again. They'll make a profit. Toys R Us can still die, and whatever, we gave up our money and then we get nothing for it. Don't donate to this. It's an insult. Save your money and go do something else with it. And I hope they shut this campaign down, because rich people should not be begging for your money, especially if you're worth $1 billion. So that's it. I'll talk to you later.